Hi, I'm Jeremy Jude from EconomyFree. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Today we have a very special guest with us, none other than my own flesh and blood, Nathan Jude. Today we will be discussing very important matters that affect the entire globe as we currently know it. Nathan Jude, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me here, Jeremy Jude.
It's a pleasure.
Likewise.
So Nathan, today something that I wanted to touch on was the current political structure in the United States of America.
Of course, Jeremy Jude.
I feel as though last time you were never here. Sorry about that. There's already a growing number of people that say that the White House shouldn't even be involved in politics.
Yeah, I mean, and people are asking, when did the White House become a part of our political system?
Did it ever, is the question I think we need to ask here. Because when you think about it, it was a big a mansion, if you could qualify it as a mansion.
It's definitely big enough to be a
Did it ever have
mansion.
a political agenda in itself?
The big question we have to ask is whether or not the White House is capable of making decisions for the country.
Well, I think as an inanimate object, it's probably not.
I watched, I've been following reports. I've been reading a lot of journals, political journals and what have you.
Yeah.
And all of them are blaming the White House for a lot of our problems. I think it's a very unfair assessment. We need to stop blaming the White House for our problems and blame the people who live in the White House, Jeremy.
People seem to shift their focus on the White House first, but I think it's just because it's bigger. Communism is a growing trend in a lot of countries now.
Yes.
And it has been, I think, within the last 3 years. And, we've heard of some of these communist celebrities. Fidel Castro, Mussolini, Madame Hussein. They also talk a lot about Afghanistan. And I've never met the guy myself, but from what I hear, he's a main point of interest.
Well, I feel like I need to correct you on that.
Yeah.
Afghanistan is not a he, it's actually a she.
And you also hear of other odd characters like Baghdad. What kind of a father is he anyway?
It really makes you wonder, where is Bag Mom?
Right. Is communism beneficial for the United States of America or not? Communism in itself sounds like a foreign fad.
It doesn't sound American. Yeah, it sounds like it should be pronounced like Communism.
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 Communism. Someone has to ask this. How is America to be expected to defend itself with an army of one? You know how many people are in foreign armies? There are hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah.
And we have an army of one? That's the best we could do?
It's asinine, and I couldn't agree with you more. It's if we expect to do this, unless we've got, a Brad Pitt situation on our hands, we're basically screwed.
We need to really discuss President Barack Obama. I want you to take the first 3 letters of our president's first name, or say them as a word.
It'd be bar.
Do you know what the definition of the word bar is?
A place where people go to get drunk.
And that's how we're beginning our president's first name?
Is it fair to separate his name and pronounce it with separate, 3-letter words?
Well, you're always going to have the extremists who are going to say that this is contextually inaccurate.
Yeah.
Joe, I can remember a time when people were publicly scrutinized for drawing a picture of the president with horns stabbing babies.
Really?
And this was considered just misconduct and misrepresentation. Also, is it unfair to take 3 letters of a name and make an entire argument based off a word that it may spell? No.
No, of course not.
Of course not. It wouldn't be America if not.
And if it were, where would politics be? It'd be itics. The Fifth Amendment. Let's talk about that for a bit.
Okay.
What is it?
Again, you're asking me these subjective questions. You can't rationally expect me to have an answer for you right now.
Right. United States of America. Are these states united? Are they of America? Yes, the dollar. Now we've seen the rise and fall of it in the stock market. Now let me paint a picture for you, okay? Here's a scenario.
Paint it.
Stock market. Skyscraper. You throw a dollar bill off the skyscraper, it catches a wind draft. Is that dollar now going to rise or fall?
See, well, it's a trick question because yes, the dollar will rise. Yes, temporarily, but eventually it will fall.
Now the first thought that I have is this. Why are we not investing in euros? Are they, Are they too heavy to carry? Are they too small? Are they too big? What are they?
The euro has the ability to fall substantially faster than the dollar.
What if you place it in a safe location? The wind can't really pick it up. Nathan Jude, my flesh and blood, I want to thank you for joining me today on this broadcast. I want to thank all the fans of Economy Free. I know this one was a little bit different, but that's what Economy Free is all about.
I know that some of our listeners out there might be a little bit intimidated by the fact that they couldn't really keep up with our conversation. We want you to know that it is a reaction we get often.
I want to thank all the fans of Economy Free. If you liked this or hated it, subscribe. Also, for those of you interested in hearing great music, go to www.nathanjude.com. Again, thank you for being here. I'm Jeremy Jude from Economy Free.
And I'm Nathan Jude.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.